All right. So this is Chief here, ready to do another interview or a conversation. And I am really happy. I have got my coffee here. I'm ready to roll.
That's
I
awesome.
have the big privilege of talking with I think, one of the pioneers of PTK and also someone that I look up to. I think he's a wonderful leader. I think he's also a fabulous practitioner. And as everyone will know here in a second, he is Grant Tuhon's nephew, someone I look up to. So introducing to you Tuhon Rommel. Uh, uh, Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning, Tuhon JC. I'm so happy that we are connected at this time via Zoom. Although the fact that we hadn't chance to meet in person, but still we know each other like a usual um, a brother, in the community.
Yes,
Since
sir.
PTK is not it's a small community that everybody are all connected and everybody knows everybody. So it's like I'm so happy to to see you via online via Zoom. So I think this is a great conversation
Yeah,
that
yes, sir.
help to
Uh-huh.
build our our community.
Yeah.
You know,
You know,
in
I know the same people that I've talked to the same people you talk to and train with. Some of the names I'm gonna throw out there. Tuhon Leslie, I talk to him quite often, and me and Leslie are really, we talk and we're friends, and uh,
yeah,
I know Francis over there in New York.
I
I talked to
right,
him as well, and
yeah.
Miss Miss Jeanette, over there in upstate New York, New Jersey area. There's a lot of people that we know together. And I've always watched you do your seminars online on YouTube and on Facebook, and you're always every time I talk to you, you're always a gentleman, and you're so kind to me. I
Uh,
said,
yeah, Tone Leslie and I know Tone Leslie for more than 25 years. So he's a good, really, really good friend and very humble, high skill, a very highly skilled person and, a great leader.
oh
So
yes,
he is a very down to earth type of person. And yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
Tuhon Leslie is one of the guys that I started off with in Pekiti Tirsia. It was
Right.
his school that I traveled to meet Grant Tuhon to start my journey, and that was a while ago. But again, thank you, Tuhon Rommel, for taking the time of your busy schedule to talk with me. I know you have the mastery camp that's happening right now. Could you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about the mastery camp that you're doing right now?
The mastery camp basically, I provide a, a long number of hours of the training to for those people that who really want to involve in this kind of training. So especially in our community, not only in the PTK, but this is open for the all FMA practitioners as well. So the mastery camp that I provide to that, I give the as much as possible. I can give like the detail of the training and the materials in terms of I can give the critics and the foundation
Hmm.
that are very important materials that we need to that we share in our community and also to the FMA Filipino martial arts practitioners.
Right, right.
So um, I I really like. I'm so happy that if I share and what Grand Tuhon that he shared it with me, and I want to share it to our community and to the Filipino martial arts practitioners.
Yeah.
So the mastery camp, basically, it's we provide the detailed manners of in terms of materials of the PTK, and the type of training that I provide. So question and answer, basically. So I really push the students to ask a question as much as possible, because it's like a lot of students, they are like, oh, I don't wanna ask question, because it's like maybe the instructor will get upset, or he doesn't like it to ask question.
Uh-huh.
Especially even though that the students has difficulties of understanding the materials, but they don't ask question because they are kind of hesitant, because maybe the instructor might get upset. So, and I try to avoid that. So that's why I keep like reminding the students and the practitioners. I said, right, guys, so this is the training that I provide, you know, and in this kind of training, this is open, so you can question,
Uh-huh.
you can clarify, and if you don't understand, and I will make sure that I will provide the details of the materials, and the foundation, especially the foundation is very important.
Right,
That,
right.
the fundamental.
Yeah.
Of
Now,
course,
how do you like teaching via Zoom? Is that something you prefer, or do you like the? Of course, I think most people will like the face to face, right? But how is the Zoom, training, maintaining everybody's skill, and you're passing obviously a lot of knowledge out there. You know,
uh, I
how's
think
that been for you?
yeah, I think Zoom training. We know the fact that Zoom, there is no, I would say, 100% satisfaction in terms of providing the training and learning, especially in a martial arts. So, and in martial arts, it should be a contact,
Yeah,
has a person that you can apply the technique or your progression, right?
right, right.
But because has no choice, we don't have a choice, and as much as possible, I keep pushing, you know, our community and the Filipino martial arts community to keep better encouragement and motivation.
Yeah,
So because it's like the problem right now is because of the current situation, lots of people are being locked locked down, and they stay at home,
yeah,
and lots of people like suffering depression, and you know, the bored, they cannot do anything, there's no activities,
yeah,
and there is no like a social gathering or a big gathering, you know, face to face.
yeah.
So um, but because of that, you know, I have an option that to provide training via Zoom, although the fact that there is no touch
Right.
physically to
Uh-huh.
apply in a technical application,
Yeah.
but still I can provide the foundation, the footwork, the to train the body mechanics,
Uh-huh.
calculation of the strikes,
Uh-huh.
and philosophy and the principle that I shared
Yeah.
to the students and the Filipino martial arts
Uh-huh.
practitioners.
No,
So
I
that
see I see a lot of you I see a lot of your videos, man. Your footwork and your flow. Oh my God, that is some of the best footwork and flow I've seen. You know, I mean, of course, your personally trained with GT for a very long time since you were a young boy, you know. But it's apparent that you know, I saw a video where it was you, Grand Tuhon, and Tuhon Garucho, I believe, and you guys
Yeah.
were flowing, and you guys are like the most skilled warriors I've ever seen in the entire world. You guys, your flow is so superb, you know, and it's apparent that you guys train together and know the idea in flow, you know. So, you know, and then I see your room right now. You have all these weapons all over the place. Oh, bro, can you do me a favor, man? If I play some music, would you pick up something and flow with us and
Oh,
show us a
sure.
little bit of flow?
I think I will.
Okay, I'm gonna play some music and you just pick up any weapon and give us a flow. Okay, we'll do like a 30-second or 1 minute flow. All
All
right,
right.
all right,
I
here we
will do.
go. Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Man, can he flow? Look at that. Look at that. Smooth. Oh my gosh. Wow. My golly, that is you're so smooth, man. I mean, I,
Um,
oh my gosh. If I was half as smooth as you, man, I would be really, really happy.
well, I think everybody can have that kind of um, smoothness. If for those, if you're dedicated and put many hours of your training and review all the foundations.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
footwork, of course, is like there is no such things as secret.
Right.
Most important is dedication.
That's true.
Most important is your involvement, your mindset, and your heart are willing to sacrifice and put many hours of training.
Oh yeah.
So that's yeah, that's the result if you are 100% committed of what you do.
Yeah.
So and training, it gives you a better result if you have commitment.
Oh yeah. No, I you
Yeah.
definitely can see your commitment. I know you've been all over the world. You've taught everywhere. I see a lot of your students and they are very highly skilled. It's thanks to you and your dedication to promoting Pekiti Tertia. At a very young age, you were already going out there and showing the world, what Pekiti Tertia is all about. You are truly one of the most highly skilled practitioners in Pekiti Tertia in the world.
Thank you so much.
Again, I'm so honored to be talking to you, Tuhon. I almost feel like I know you because I've seen so many of your films and I see and I watch you on Facebook, and your little flows that you do. I mean, right now, just what you just did is amazing to me. The way you flowed in and out and, side and high and low and, and your expression of your art is so wonderful. And I gotta say, some of the words that you've been saying are so humble and so wise, I believe. And it's apparent you're a wonderful leader. You are the head of the Pekiti Tertia World Federation, and you have quite a bit of following all over the world. What do you think is the most important aspect of your journey so far?
Um, for me, first of all, I'm so thankful because of GT and my uncle Grant Tuhon. Without him, for sure, without me, right? I think there is no, the PTK has been developed already, you know, for many years in in my homeland in Negros, in Central Philippines, developed by my family. And
Yeah.
but because of Grand Tuhon, it spread all over the world. This man, my uncle, he's very, I would say, his spirit is very high,
Yes.
and he helped everybody.
Yes.
He developed warriors and leaders, you know, among PTK community. Um, because of him, I am here. That my journey, it's like and goal to push through and to support others and sacrifice myself just to develop a leaders. We are here being a the seniors instructors in PTK. We are here. It's not like just not only a to teach. We are here to develop leaders. We are here to provide skills, to the students, and to give encourage the practitioners in the in the PTK, also to promote Filipino martial arts. So for me, it's like it's my passion that I'm happy what I do. I can sacrifice, like I have so many things that I already sacrificed because of I enjoy being me, of traveling and teaching people, and share the skills, to pass on to these skills to the other people and to the other practitioners of Filipino martial arts, practitioners and the PTK community. So because of what I learned from Grand Tuhon, I need to share also to the others, to other people, and to the practitioner of Filipino martial arts,
Yeah.
specifically in our community.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
yeah.
your leadership is apparent. You are a wonderful leader. I can see it. We already know you're highly skilled. I mean, but how do you teach people how to become leaders, Tuhan? What do you do personally to pass on that skill of becoming a leader in your community and in Filipino martial arts? How do you do it?
Okay, first of all, it's not only like the skills that I share to the people or to the students, to the in our circle in Filipino martial arts, or in at Tirsia. So I think I would say because of the training that I provide, whatever the GT that share it to me with me, I duplicate it and share it to the students, being a great practitioners, a humble, and always confidence of what should be do as far as leadership is concerned, and to develop a leaders is not like, okay, I provide a training, I provide a motivation, but also I provide also a survival mindset,
Mm-hmm.
a warrior mindset, that to that to accept the hardship of the training, and also to work hard during training. So I mean, if they cannot, if the person has no commitment during the training, there is no such things that that we can develop the person as a leader. So because he has a commitment. So commitment is first of all is the very important, because it's like without commitment, you cannot do anything. So of course, before the person involved in the training, I always remind them that, okay, so what they expect in the training. So I don't want that to push the person or the students that, okay, intimidate during the training. So of course, when you talk about learning to develop the mindset of the practitioners, I feed them like step by step. The process of skills development in the a usual progression, without like jumping all over the place. So that way, if the student has a strong acceptance of the training and whatever pressure that you can share or you can put into the training. So of course the students like develop confidence and focus and positive spirit, and that's the time it will develop slowly into the leadership mindset that he can lead, he can he can lead, he can teach, but without skills and without courage, so the student cannot lead. So, but because of the training and the skills development that we share, and also to give motivation, it helps them to grow as well. It's not only for the skills development, but the mental state of going to lead the group, so they will develop their leadership. And that's the time that they can stand and they can open their own group and they can teach and they can travel and share and teach as well.
No, I completely agree with you. I think what you just said right there is dedication, commitment, and the courage and bravery. I completely agree with what you said.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Pekiti Tirsia a little bit. Pekiti Tirsia is so vast and so big. What area do you enjoy the most teaching in Pekiti Tirsia? Is it single baston, double baston? Is it the seguidas? Is it the contradas? Is it dumog, dumpag? Which is your most favorite thing to teach?
Actually, thank you so much, Tuhon, for that question.
Uh-huh.
For me, I enjoy everything.
Yes.
Yes, I enjoy everything. I enjoy the all weapon platforms that to teach to the students and to share the skill sets. And for me, because PTK is massive, the system is massive. So that's why PTK is a system. Because it's a complete. So we have the double baston, which is it could be a double blade as well, which is double knife as well. We have a single baston as a single sword or a single single weapon that will be the transition of of the single ginunting, single blade, right? So all the single weapon. So that will be the attribute of in any single weapon that you're holding, and
Right.
of course a sibat as well, and you have like and also spari daga. So and you have amot and dumpag, and of course it's a modern firearms as well, and of course that's what you like it, right? So
I do like that. I do like
yeah,
the modern
yeah,
firearms.
yes, for me it's like it's a very passionate for me to learn. When I learned from GT, I choose everything. Like, okay, I need this everything, because it's like if you learn, especially double weapons, I'll give you the tips, Tuhon. So the double weapon platforms. Basically, if you're really good in the double weapon platforms, you good of everything, because it will develop your balance, the balance of skills of right and left hand, of to develop ambidextrosity. So the double weapon is the most challenging learning in the system. If you if you are already familiar of double weapon, especially double baston or double ginunting or any double swords, it's easy for you to manipulate of spari daga, and you can also translate it into the pangamot, which is the empty hands. So the rest will follow.
Oh man,
The rest will follow.
I see your flow with the doble baston or doble calis. It's amazing. So Tuhan, I'm gonna ask you one more time, bro. Can you do another flow with doble baston or doble calis for us?
Sure. Yeah, I will. I will. I will.
All right, I'm gonna start the music again, bro. Here we go.
On what do you want? Do you want like a double sword or double baston?
Double baston, man. I think your double baston is just
I will.
fantastic.
I will.
Okay, bro. Here we go. Oh yeah. Wow, this guy is so smooth. It's just amazing. Look at that. Wow. The switchover is amazing. Look at that. Oh, you don't see that from everybody. Yeah. Oh man. That is so smooth. Your switch is so
Thank you.
awesome.
So,
Oh my God. I mean, that's nobody does that as good as you, man. I'm telling you. I mean, your flow is amazing. It's just amazing. Your footwork. You
just
don't
follow.
even look like you're moving your feet. You're just gliding into your movements. It's amazing. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Oh, so
So
smooth.
actually, of course, it was like I inspired what GT does. So that's why, like, in the during the training, so whatever he does, I want to copy it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
exactly what he does. I want to do it the same thing. Look at Grand Tuhon when he was in the prime age. So
Oh
he's
yeah.
smooth, and
I have a lot of his videos when he was younger. Some friends shared it with me, and I have a big database of all his videos. And of course, I compare it to, you know, when we do seminars in the US, and I compare it to what he does now, he is still so smooth. You know, he's still so smooth and very powerful. So I hope to be half as good as both of you guys someday when I'm older, you know, because you guys are really good. You know, it's amazing. But there's so much to learn, Tuhon, as far as Pekiti Tertia. What would you tell people that's learning Pekiti Tertia? How should they go about learning the system or systems, you know, of Pekiti Tertia?
I always like share it with them, the foundation first,
Yes.
the
Yes.
solid foundation, because I always remind them that, okay, when you construct a building, okay, I always give them a best example. A construction of building is the same thing, a construction, learning the system of the key Tertia. It's
Hmm.
like it's like a build the building.
Yeah.
So you have to build first the strong foundation before you build the stories. Okay, you build the stories of the buildings, so you have to build a strong foundation first
Hmm.
in order for you to step up little by little. So that's the most important.
Hmm.
And the same thing in the system. You cannot be able to learn the higher the higher materials
Uh-huh.
if your foundation is weak.
Hmm.
So in order for you to learn and progress the progressive materials, that in order for you to link and all the platform on all the subsystem,
Hmm.
you have to start the footwork, the body mechanics,
Hmm.
and the familiarization of the different angles. So accuracy is very important. In order for you to reach that level, you do have a lot of repetition and repetition and repetitions.
Yes, sir.
You have to burn time, because if you don't put time and effort and dedication, you cannot reach to that level of advancement.
Hmm.
So first of all, the time is very important. Your involvement of 100% involvement and dedication. That is the number one like things that you need in order for you to get better in the
Hmm.
system. So
Hmm.
that's why I keep reminding the students and that who involved in the training. I had told them, like, training and learning the materials, that is only the secondary. The primary, your commitment and your dedication, and how much time you need to put in the system, how much time you have to spend every day.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, because it's like there's some people like, oh, like, I want to learn, but I train once a week, or I
Mm.
train once a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that is not a commitment.
Yeah.
So hobby is different than commitment. When you say hobby, okay, I'll be involved with this, but anytime I drop out, anytime I give up,
Uh-huh.
that's hobby.
Uh-huh.
Because you only like involve yourself during your free time. You involve yourself during your, during the pastime,
Uh-huh.
but there is no commitment there. That's
Uh-huh.
hobby. But if you are 100% committed of what you do, you cannot, that is a way of life. You cannot give up. So
Yeah.
whatever things that happen, you are there always to push through your goal and to push through your dedication and involvement in the system.
Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, Tuhon, I'm gonna reciprocate those words that you just used. You know, I see your dedication. I see your commitment. For all these years, you've been going all over the world, probably sacrifice a lot of your personal time to teach, you know, the students that are around you. I see some of your students, and they're really, really good. You know, I don't want to mention names because I don't want to, you know, leave out names, but there's a lot of your students that I see that move like you, that are very smooth like you, and it goes to your dedication. It goes to your mastery and ability to transfer that knowledge. I tell you, if I would have known you a long time ago, you know, I probably would have latched onto you and trained under you for a very long time because I think you're one of the most knowledgeable Tuhans in the world. Uh, you definitely are someone that I watch all the time, you know, because like you said, the PTK is so vast, you know, so we cling to the people that have a lot of the knowledge, you know. So there's a lot of Tuhans that I train under, you know, because they have been in the system for a very long time, and I want to know more and more every time I train. Uh, you know, I don't say that I know all of it, but I know some of it. But the Tuhans and the people that have been training for so many years, those are natural treasures for PTK. I think you're a natural, you know, you're a national treasure for Pekiti Tirsia because you have probably the most vast knowledge next to Grand Tuhan of the system, you know. So I see your dedication, Tuhan. I see you go all over the world, and I'm sure you've spent hours upon hours not only teaching but training yourself, you know, behind doors and doing your own training. It shows,
So
you know,
much.
the two flows that you just did. People don't see what you did. You know, you incorporated the Sagitas in there, you know, in your flows and some of the, you know, you are really skilled, and I hope people see that how highly skilled you are and they seek you out because you are one of the prime lineage to Pekiti Tarshakali, you know, so you're a treasure in our system, my friend.
Just for me, I just like I continued the lineage, and I continued what Grand Tuhon that he shared it with me. Um, I'm happy also to extend the skill sets that what I got from GT. So for me, PJK should be passed on to many generation to generation and generation uh, without watered down the art. That for
Yeah.
me, I'm very purist
Yeah.
mindset. What I learned from GT, it should be 100% to pass on to the people and to the practitioners of the PTK. So for me, it's I don't want to fabricate. I don't want to do something like, oh, I do this and do that, and this is PTK. No, I don't want to do that,
Uh-huh.
because for me it's like I'm very purist mindset that what I learned from GT is exactly the same what I learned from GT. That's what I share to the people and to the PTK community.
Uh-huh.
So and this is my passion, and this is my happiness, that when I teach, I enjoy it. And for me, it's like I always remind the students and that I said, you know, we are friend, we are brother and sister, but we can hang out, we can talk, we can joke, we can talk shit. But during the training is a training.
That's right. That's
So when I say like, okay, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the morning, I can wake you up and ready for training.
that's right.
So without any complaint, without any like, we just enjoy the training, but
Mhm.
we stay focused on during the training.
Yeah.
And it's separate between the friendship during the training,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
and the it's after the training we can hang out, we can have we can have some other stuff,
Coffee.
talk with coffee or hang out and and enjoy,
Uh-huh.
right? So
Right.
but during the training is completely different.
Yeah.
So it involved your heart, it involved attention,
Uh-huh.
focus during the training. That's what I want, because it's like without focus, uh, without focus and without commitment during the training, there is no skills. There's no skills development. There is no the information that you're supposed to absorb and you're supposed to be and supposed to sink in your system, but because your lack of focus, you cannot learn it.
Yeah.
It fade away.
Yeah.
It was gone because you cannot be able to focus on what you do. So
Hmm.
during the training, I said, okay, you wake up in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you come to the training site and prepare yourself, put yourself in on a focus during the training.
Uh-huh.
I don't want I don't want to talk to the other. I don't want to discuss other topic. Stay 100% of what we do for, let's say, 6 hours of training or 7 hours of training.
Uh-huh.
So in a mastery camp for 1 week, I hammer our students, our guys for 10
Uh-huh.
hours a day of training. So I wake them up like 4 o'clock in the morning, prepare for and grab a coffee first, okay, and
Yes.
to keep the energy alive.
Oh,
So
yes.
then 5 o'clock, at exactly 5 o'clock, then the training start
Uh-huh.
up to 7, 8 in the evening.
Hmm.
So and only water break and lunch break and breakfast and dinner, that will be the real break. But in
Hmm.
between there is no break, just continue, keep training and training.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how it developed the courage
Uh-huh.
and leadership, and of course warrior mindset. So
Yes. Yeah.
during that kind of intensive training.
You've trained with Grant Tuan for a very long time. What was the biggest lesson you think that he gave you? What was the most important lesson that he gave you during your training?
Oh yeah, it's I learned to be to take the training like in a hard way, and he trained me. He trained me like an animals.
I've seen
Uh,
the videos. Oh my God. Yeah, I've seen those videos.
the GT is very strict
Yeah.
in the training. He's
Yeah.
very strict.
Yeah.
He's a very I treat him as a
Uh-huh.
good friend, and we have a great relationship after the training. But
Uh-huh.
during the training, yeah, it's like he's really stay focused teaching you
Uh-huh.
and put you in a hardship of training.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like he beat you up during if you don't pick up. His temper,
Uh-huh.
like, it's very, I would say, it's very harsh. So
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
he teach you one thing, two things, right?
Yeah.
See to it that the moment he threw materials on you, you pick up immediately 1 or 2 times.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, if he keep repeating again and again, he loses temper, and then you're gonna give you a hard time.
Yeah, yeah.
A hard time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I remember those sessions with him where it's like, Jesse, you're not getting it. Do 1,000 strikes or something.
and of course, you don't like it because it's
Yeah.
like imagine like he's gonna give you a hard time of doing this. Actually, I had an experience that he trained me really really hard, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to
Uh-huh.
keep like pick up the iron pipe,
Oh yeah.
swinging in the air for an hour, and it start bleeding.
Uh-huh.
My hand, the skin of my hand, it's already peel off,
Uh-huh.
and keep swinging until the blood is dropping on the floor. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't care. I said, yeah, keep doing it. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's just me. It's like he gave me a courage.
Yeah.
He gave me a strong mindset to fight and whatever hardship that we facing. So we have to push through and to finish it. So
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
man. I've seen some of his videos with you and how he was training you when you were younger. Those were very hard stuff, the famous, hit the tree, that was
Man,
very
like
hard.
like you destroy the tree.
Yeah.
Make sure to break the tree. I
Yeah.
mean, like, my mind is like, holy shit, that is like 100 feet tree.
Uh-huh.
Then I swung the what do you call this? A
The
Malayo.
log. Yep.
It's not a Malayo sibat, it's a log because it's
Yeah.
like diameter of the log. I would say like, yeah, it's quite big,
Yeah.
and I have a hard time to hold it
Uh-huh.
because I cannot be able to grip it well. So and
Uh-huh.
he said, okay, swing it. I keep swung that log and
Uh-huh.
hit the tree, and he keeps saying that you have to break the tree. I'm like, how could you break the tree? It's like it's a massive tree. But he said like, oh, if you drop your seabat, or you drop the log in your hand, so he keep hitting me the baston. He keep hitting me the sticks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had like a bruises, on my backs and my leg because he keep hitting me because I dropped several times in that logs in my hand. So he keep
Yeah.
hitting me again and again. I'm like, that was hard. That was like hard experience that when I train with GT. And
Yeah.
I would say no matter what, you learn so much with GT. It's not only the skills that you receive from him, but the courage and bravery that
Yes.
during the training you're not supposed to give up. You
Yes.
have to commit 100%. You have to commit like wholehearted, and you have to commit like if there's strong will during the training.
Right. Right. No, trust me. I know GT is not easy. And I think GT dedicates every ounce of his passion, his spirit into the training sessions, to anyone that trains with him. He does that. He gives everything he's got to training that student, and I think his number one goal in the very beginning with skill development is conditioning. He toughens you up, he makes sure that you have conditioning, your strength, your speed, your power. I do remember swinging those pipes in my backyard, and having my hands bleed, and everybody's looking at me, my family's looking at me like, why is he bleeding all over the place, And GT afterwards like, okay, let's go eat, let's go cook, let's go eat. And then afterwards, he's like, okay, rest. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, yeah, I love him so much, and because of training that I received from him, so I treasure it, and um, I'm happy that to share also to our community, in a PTK community, and also in a FMA community, and those people who needed this kind of survival skills. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that doing this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, what is your future plans for more training? I mean, do you have like not this year obviously, but next year, do you have like big plans to create more training opportunities for people around the world? Are you going to go to Europe? Are you going to go to China? You know, what are
Yeah.
some of the big camps
So
that you have coming
it's
up?
a big plan. Yeah. Actually, this year, 2020, uh, I've canceled like 37 seminars, including camp training.
Wow.
So I mean, it's a big loss, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I mean, for me, it's like it's a loss of it's a waste of time because of what's going on
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
But we don't have a choice. But next year, I'm very excited because I already have a calendar that schedule that traveling all over the world, going to Europe and going to, of course, in North America, South America,
Hmm.
Central America, in Asia.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a already lined up a bunch of seminars
Uh-huh.
and mastery camp and and workshop and
Yeah.
such like.
I got one really important question to ask you, Tuhon.
Yeah.
What month did you schedule Combat Warrior Academy for your training?
Okay. Anytime. Let me know. I can put in my calendar. I can put in my
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah.
Obviously, I will be there just to support you, to
Oh
support
man, I appreciate that. Thank
support
you.
your group and to support your guys. I'm so happy to share what I have, and for me, all the time I'm very excited because
Uh,
it's like I think because of training, because of I'm talking with the different instructors among the community. It it gives me like more, give me to excite of the of our event.
yeah,
So
yeah,
for me, it's like I'm very happy that what I have to share, and the people, for the development of people as well,
uh-huh.
because it's like for me, if I see the students, if I see the instructor that they are excellent performance and they were really excellent best skills during the training,
Hmm.
and how to lead their own group. I'm so happy to see that, because that's the fruit of my labor.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh
it's
yeah.
like you have the best result. It's not the leaders. It's not about you. It's about how you channel, or how you give that leadership skills to the other instructors also. If
Yeah.
you see that instructor is growing and and develop very well to lead better
Yeah.
his own group, it means your leadership skills or is effective. Because of that, you can see the result.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I see that in you. You have groups all over the world and they're all really, really, really good. And all your leaders in the different states and the different countries, they're honorable men and women, you know. So I do see the fruits of your labor. You've uh, done a lot for Pekiti Tertia Kali around the world. So, you know, I want to say thank you for what you do and the burden that you carry by,
Yes.
you know, always giving so much of yourself to the world for Pekiti Tertia Kali, just like, you know, Grand Tuhon did, you know, in his years, you know, and he still continues to give, you know, as much as he can. So both of you guys, I think, are doing a phenomenal job, you know, and hopefully, you know, someday we can all get together. You know, me and you talk about this. Me and you can all come together and have coffee, you know, and
Yeah.
have dinner or something. You know, we were gonna have you and Tuhon Leslie at the gathering of Tuhons, but you know the schedule didn't work out. But you know, there's always the future,
Yeah.
I think, you know, and I know that your heart is good, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to Leslie, I talked to a lot of the people that know you very well, and they all have nothing but good things to say about you, you know, and I see all the work that you've done. So Tuhan, what is your favorite food when you come to America?
Filipino food. Of course, like I'm not picky. I'm not a picky person in terms of food. As
Uh-huh.
long as the food is healthy.
Ah, okay. All right.
As the
Well,
food is healthy,
uh-huh.
I don't have a complaint for that. For me,
Uh-huh.
it's like I'm very careful of what I eat.
Uh-huh.
So that because it's like for me, the food. I think the food is very important to that you have to choose what you eat. You know, and
Of
it's like
course.
uh,
Yeah.
it's not like keep eating whatever you want, but
Right.
of course the junk foods, it's a really good taste, but that is a poison.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Now,
Like it's like if you for sure all of us have tasted already a junk food. It's addictive.
yeah. Yeah.
You eat a junk foods, it's addictive, but it's not a good habit to eat.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very bad. So of course, much better for all of us that eating a good food, healthy.
Uh-huh.
You know, I
Uh-huh.
think that's most important that healthy living.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now speaking of habits, I know Grant Tuhan likes to sing karaoke. Do you like to sing karaoke too?
Oh yeah, I mean like I used to hang out with GT Grand Tuhon, and you know we hang out in a karaoke
Uh-huh.
bar
Uh-huh.
and, and, and spend time of singing, and of course I mean I think that's a good it's a good pastime as well, you know,
Uh-huh.
for people to relax because
Yeah.
sometimes like after the training you feel you feel tired and you feel like you know you feel like you need to spend time in other thing. I
Uh-huh.
think it's like karaoke,
Uh-huh.
sing in the karaoke bar. I think that's a good option also for you to relax.
We have a lot of those here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So and
If
it's a good
once
also
you know
for
when you
mobile.
come here, you know, and you know, we definitely will do everything that you want to do, man.
That's
Karaoke, you know, and all the
now
Filipino food that you can eat. Uh, so we'll have a good time for sure. So
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. And yeah, I'm looking forward traveling next year. I'm
yeah,
ready.
yeah,
So
I can't
I'm
wait.
ready. I'm ready. I can't wait.
I
So
know.
be like our guys, they keep asking me, hey, Tuhon, when you'll be start to traveling? I'm like, well, next year. I'm definitely sure. Next
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Once the international flight will
Uh-huh.
open, boom, I'm gone.
Yeah, yeah, there you
I
go. you'll be you'll
different
be all
places.
over the world. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm really looking forward next year, and
Good. Good.
yeah, I'm
I hope it opens up soon, so you can show the world, and share your passion to the world again. I got one last question for you, Tuhon. In your journey as a warrior, what advice do you give to these guys that are just starting off, in their journey to becoming warriors? And I'm not just talking Pekiti, Tirsia or FMA. What advice would you give to the world?
so push through the goal. So for those people who involved and facing challenges, either he involved in military, of course, on law enforcement, martial artists, athletes, and the instructors of PTK, whatever goals you have, and if you see that is a positive goal, just push through it. So no matter what challenges you're facing with, don't bother. Just push through it, because you cannot see the light. You cannot see the future if you have halfway, if your courage is a halfway. So you have to push through, continue it, promote it, and whatever you feel and whatever better for you and for your way of life, just continue it. Don't give up.
Yeah. I
Don't
like
give
that.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, never give up. I like it. I like it. So that was my last question, but I gotta ask one more. One more, Tuhan. Okay. One more. So what specifically will you do to bring Pekiti Tershakali together around the world?
Okay.
I think you wanted this question, right?
I'm so happy, and thank you so much that you brought up this kind of question, Tuhon. And I think this is very important.
Yes, sir.
For me, I don't like politics. I don't want to involve myself of such conflict things. And you cannot avoid that politics as well in any organization, okay, because of people involvement in a different behavior of the people.
Mhm.
Bring it together. There is a what we call is a struggle
Mhm.
of conflict.
Uh-huh.
That's normal, I think, because it's like even among the animals, they fight each other as well, right?
Yep.
Much more human being. So in business, there's a politics. If you are involved in any community, there's a politics. Any group of association or federation, there's a politics.
Yes, sir.
However, if you bring everybody in and work together in a positive way, it's not about among ourselves. It's the future of PTK. That's for me, that's the most important. It's not about individual interest. It's not about the group interest. The lights, the future of PTK is the most important. It's not about not in the individual interest. And I'm looking forward next year or the year after, when things back to normal, and when things back to in a better situation, that when if there's no pandemic anymore. So I'm looking forward that's the reason why I started like the Tirsia Tribe Alliance.
I like that, by the way. I like that alliance, by the way.
I choose the word tribe because we promote the indigenous culture, the indigenous art, right?
Uh-huh.
So you talk about indigenous, it's not about only one group of indigenous group of people. If you're talking about Philippines, there's so many tribes in the Philippines in the different areas.
Mhm.
So that's why all the tribes work together. regardless what type of tribes.
Yep.
So they work together. They're always like, they have a common interest.
Yeah.
So the same thing. This is what I do right now. I'm starting a tribe alliance to build a strong alliance, regardless what group are you from or what organization you're from. So we just come together. Okay, we have a common interest. What is our common interest? To build the strong PTK community. So that's our common interest. So it's not about, oh, I have to go there in that event despite my own interest. No, for me it's like we'll come together and invite everybody, okay, and learn and train and discuss what is the best future of the PTK, and that is our common interest, to bring a better future.
Yeah.
So
I like it. I mean, I believe in your journey, Tuhon. I believe, and we've talked before via Messenger. We do have shared a common goal of making Pekiti Tirsia a community, of people that want to share and give, and not necessarily take. So I do share your thoughts and your philosophy, and I will give you anything that you need in your journey. And I accepted your invite to the PTK Tribal Alliance group. I am there. I'm here to support you and all other practitioners in PTK and also FMA. To bring in the community together. And this gift that the Filipinos gave to the world is a national treasure. You know, and the pioneers that have brought it out into the world are themselves a national treasure. So, Tuhon Rommel, you are a national treasure, just like your uncle is a national treasure. So, I want to sincerely say thank you to you for taking the time to talking to me, having coffee and sharing your thoughts. And your thoughts are very positive. I like that. We've been talking now via Messenger for a couple years, and you've always been kind to me. You've always been very welcoming, and I appreciate that. And we continue to build our relationship in a positive manner, because I do believe we have a common goal, and that's the betterment of Pekiti Tirsia. And I think you're, the forefront of leading the way. So, thank you very much for what you do, Tuhon. And I hope it opens up soon, because I really do want to bring you to the academy so you can share, the experience
I'm
and
excited.
meet all the guys here, and bring whoever. I can open up the academy for anybody. We have a lot of land up there. We have a lot of facilities, and we got gun ranges, archery ranges. You can go to the forest and make your own CBOT if you want. We can do archery. We can do, yeah. I mean, we can go fishing. We can go, you know.
Good.
There's so much to do, and I want to share that with everybody, just like you. Your passion of sharing and giving. It's. I think one of the things that Grant Tuan taught me is to share the knowledge, and share what you have been given and freely, So thank you again, Tuhan, for your time, your
Thank you
dedication.
so much, Tuhon JC, for taking the time also that we have this conversation, and we, of course, we have a common goal, to bring the PTK, in a large scale, so and share to the world. And not only PTK, my interest is to help to build the FMA world as well. So my involvement, being a PTK practitioners and instructors, my involvement is to support the FMA community, to because I think this is our national culture to share the world
Yes,
of
sir.
our own culture.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Tuhon JC, for your grateful time, and and I'm looking forward next year to see you
Yes, sir.
and train with you as well,
Yes, sir.
and spend time and hang out and such. So that'll be great. I'm looking forward next year.
Yes, sir. So thank you again, Tuhon Rommel.
Thank you so
You're a
much.
treasure to our world and Pekiti Tirsia. So this is Coffee with Chief. Wonderful time with Tuhon Rommel. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We will be doing a lot more interviews with different people around the world. So stay tuned for more. Thank you again, Tuhon Rommel. This is Combat out.
Thank you.